Have you ever wondered what happens when a lie spirals so far it unravels in front of everyone? In the bustling heart of Maple Grove Mall, a quaint boutique named Thread and Needle was about to become the stage for an unforgettable showdown. Karen Mitchell, a woman known for her sharp tongue and sharper demands, stormed through the glass doors one crisp autumn afternoon, clutching a navy blue cashmere scarf. Her face was a mask of indignation, her heels clicking like a metronome set to fury. She slammed the scarf onto the counter, startling Mia, the young cashier, whose eyes widened at the sight of the mangled fabric. "This is unacceptable," Karen bellowed, her voice slicing through the hum of shoppers. "Poor thread quality. I demand a full refund now." Mia, barely 20 and new to the job, stared at the scarf. Its once pristine weave was shredded, with gaping holes and loose threads dangling like a spiderweb caught in a storm. She hesitated, her fingers trembling as she reached for the return policy clipboard. "Ma'am, can you explain what happened?" she asked, her voice soft but steady. Karen's eyes narrowed, her lips curling into a sneer. "What happened? This cheap rag fell apart after one wear. Your store sells garbage, and I won't stand for it." The accusation hung heavy, drawing curious glances from nearby customers. Mia, sensing the weight of the moment, called for her manager, Sarah, a seasoned retail veteran with a knack for spotting trouble. Sarah approached, her calm demeanor a stark contrast to Karen's escalating tirade. She inspected the scarf, her brow furrowing as she noticed something peculiar. The tears weren't natural. The fabric wasn't frayed from wear but sliced, as if by scissors, with deliberate, jagged cuts. Sarah's heart raced. This wasn't just a return, it was a scam. "Ma'am," she said, her tone firm but polite, "this damage doesn't look like a manufacturing defect. Can you tell us more about how this happened?" Karen's face flushed crimson, her voice rising to a near shriek. "Are you accusing me of lying? I'm a loyal customer. I've spent thousands here." The lie was bold, but Sarah knew the store's records. Karen had only shopped there once, months ago, and this scarf wasn't even from their latest collection. As the confrontation brewed, a new figure emerged from the crowd. Emma, a quiet regular who worked as a seamstress and had an eye for detail. She'd been browsing nearby, unnoticed until now, and her presence was about to change everything. Emma stepped forward, her voice gentle but authoritative. "I couldn't help but overhear," she said, holding up her phone. "I saw this woman in the parking lot earlier, cutting that scarf with scissors. I recorded it." The store fell silent, the air thick with anticipation. Karen's eyes darted to Emma, her confidence faltering for the first time. "That's absurd," she snapped, but her voice cracked, betraying her panic. Sarah seized the moment, asking Emma to show the video. The grainy footage was damning. There was Karen, hunched over her car's hood, slicing the scarf with a pair of nail scissors, muttering about getting her money back. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Mia, emboldened by the truth, spoke up. "Ma'am, we can't accept this return. You damaged the product intentionally." Karen's facade crumbled, but she doubled down, her voice now a desperate roar. "This is slander. I'll sue this store. You'll all be fired." She grabbed the scarf, tearing it further in her rage, and flung it towards Sarah, who dodged it with practiced ease. The standoff reached its peak as Sarah, unflinching, stepped closer to Karen. "You've been caught, Ms. Mitchell," she said, her voice carrying the weight of truth. "This store doesn't tolerate fraud. Leave now, or we'll call security." The crowd, now a small mob of onlookers, murmured in agreement, some even recording the scene. Karen's eyes darted around, searching for an escape, but the weight of her actions pinned her in place. Emma, still holding her phone, added softly, "I've already sent the video to the mall's management. They'll want to see this." The twist of Emma's unexpected intervention turned the tide, stripping Karen of her last shred of credibility. Karen's bravado collapsed like a house of cards. Her shoulders slumped, her face a mix of fury and shame. She tried one last defense, her voice now a whimper. "You're all ganging up on me. This isn't fair." But the evidence was undeniable. and the crowd's judgment was swift. A teenage shopper in the back called out, "You did this to yourself." Laughter rippled through the store, and Karen, humiliated, grabbed her purse and bolted for the door, leaving the tattered scarf behind. The bell above the door jingled mockingly as she fled, her heels echoing in defeat. In the aftermath, the store buzzed with a strange mix of relief and triumph. Sarah thanked Emma, who shrugged modestly, saying, "I just couldn't let her get away with it." Mia, still shaken but proud, began cleaning up the mess, while customers lingered, sharing their own stories of entitled shoppers. The incident became the talk of Maple Grove Mall, a cautionary tale about the cost of deceit. Thread and Needle didn't just survive the ordeal, it thrived, as word spread of their stand against fraud. Sarah and Mia became local heroes of sorts, their courage a reminder that truth could outshine even the loudest lies. Karen's downfall wasn't just a personal defeat. It was a lesson etched into the community's memory. Her attempt to scam the store had backfired spectacularly, exposing her for who she was. The scarf, now a symbol of her failed scheme, was displayed in the store's break room as a quirky trophy, a reminder of the day justice prevailed. For those who witnessed it, the story was a spark, igniting conversations about honesty and accountability. What would you have done in Sarah's shoes? Would you have confronted Karen or let her walk away? Share your thoughts, because in the end, it's our choices that weave the fabric of who we are.